Iron Phoenix is going to get the ball first. Good, bad, ugly on the return. MVP with a vicious tackle before the 30-yard line. Clifton, with his first snap, he's going to dive for some extra yards. Clifton, pump fakes, gets back to the left. Now he's figuring out who to throw to here. Nobody's really open. Might throw it away. No, he's going to take off. And he's going to dive for a first down. Super extended play there. Clifton's got plenty of room on the right side to work with, but Cert prevents him from running. Has nowhere to go. He's just completely contained by the defensive line there. Clifton tries rolling right. Has nothing. He's going to throw it across, but Mai is completely underneath that. Now Shinigami with their first possession. MVP to his right. He's going to throw it up immediately on the first play. Oh my goodness, Mai. That looked like he caught it. It looked like he crossed the plane, but he didn't. Screen pass to Scene. That was very fast. IP had no time to react to that. Oh, and it's a dot to Mai on the front pylon. Even though that was well covered. Good, bad, ugly. Goes back to the left side. Getting to the 34. Clifton's not getting a lot of room here to run. Defensive line of Shinigami's doing well to contain. Got a lineman leak. Clifton steps up. He's going to take off and run. Get the yards he lost last play back. Clifton, none of his receivers are very open, but good, bad, ugly on the sideline is going to be open. Breaks away from the coverage for a moment there. And Clifton is able to see it. Oh, Lyman come straight through, but he's not sacked yet. Until Regis gets there. Just an absolute mess of Lyman there. Clifton, this time, dedicated run to the right side. Clifton's gonna stand in the pocket here. Throws it across to the left side. Mai caught diving. Nix can't find the first down. Can IP convert on a fourth down here? Throws it short on the line, and it's a turnover on downs. A yard short. Just barely behind the first down line. Shinigami gets the ball back as MVP throws a comeback to the sideline. MVP tries to throw an out to Pokey, but it's out of bounds. You can see MVP is getting this ball out a lot quicker than Clifton is. MVP, again, another comeback. Nix is 20 yards off his receiver there. Not very tight coverage. Holding S, perhaps. MVP. Over the middle, wide open, is Mai. Clifton dives, and Mai runs into Clifton. Could have easily been a score there had he looked around. Screen pass to Pokey, who's going to pick up a yard after the catch. MVP this time is going to run it in up the left side for another Shinigami touchdown. Going for 2 again. Oh, and it's another dot to Pokey. Just really good throws by MVP this game. Good, bad, ugly on the return again. Decent return to the 34. Clifton standing in the pocket, has a lot of time now. Throws it over the middle, and that's caught in a crowd of players by Eli Rampage. Clifton to his right. Surt doing well to contain. Clifton throws it across, and Mai's gonna frog jump pick that. Did not throw that where his receiver was. Looked like it should have been a post. Clifton throws it post corner. MVP again throwing it sideline. A dot to Pokey, who barely catches it in bounds. Just incredible throws this game so far from MVP, who's going to step up, throws it up into double coverage. Good, bad, ugly's going to come down with it. Mai was completely body blocked. No chance he was diving for that one. Clifton tries to run up the middle and is met by Regis. Clifton has a lineman leak. He's way back in his end zone. Throws it sideline to Nix, who catches it midair as he's tackled by Mai. Clifton fakes left, goes right. Not a lot of separation by his receivers. Very good coverage as he throws it away. Clifton throws it sideline, but it's over Eli's head. Clifton's going to have to call some shorter routes, get this ball out sooner. Because he can't get anywhere with this defensive line getting to him as Surt sacks him for 16 yards. MVP playing a deep safety. Clifton's able to get to the left side. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that's picked off by Scene, who returns that to the 20. If he had gotten to the right there, that would have probably been a pick six. MVP backing up in pocket. Throws it across to Mai. Oh my goodness. No pun intended. Look at the moves here. MVP almost another dot on a second 2-point conversion. Excuse me. But he looks unstoppable here so far. Just superior QB play. Good, bad, ugly. Should have taken that right gap at first. Clifton should take off here. He does. Dives into Eli's shield. Either way, has a first down. Clifton steps up again. He's got room to run again. Can't get the first down that time. Clifton steps up. He should take off here, but he's blocked by Scene, who's waiting for him to take off on the run there. Clifton did not want to take a chance. Lyman leak again. This time Clifton's going to throw it up and trust. And it's just a yard past Stimp. I think he got body blocked as well. Stimp is out of position. Might have lagged out there. Clifton throws it up into double coverage. It's overthrown. Gotta check if Stimp is still here as he looks around, so I think he is. Just might have lagged on that play. MVP throws the comeback to Mai directly on the first down line. MVP with plenty of time. He's going to throw it up into double coverage, but it's a dot to Pokey, and there's two divers on the play. Pokey's able to thread between defenders after the catch, as Sabaha gets a bat down on the 2-point. That ball's going to land at the 2. He's got to take it out somewhere. IP now with the ball inside their own 10. Clifton trying to run out of here to get some kind of breathing room. Clifton fakes left, goes right. Gain of 3. Clifton pump fakes, but nobody's fooled. But he can take off here, and he does. Dives for a first down and some more. A minute left in the half. Down 28. They need to score before halftime to have any kind of chance in this game. As Surt gets another sack for 10 yards. Clifton getting to the left, throws it sideline to Nix, who can't strafe it in. Was definitely possible, but probably thought he would have landed inbounds anyway. Clifton in his own end zone. Good, bad, ugly, catching it in stride. 4th and 8 now. Oh my goodness, it's a face pick by Vortex. Last thing I expected there. Just throws it right at him. MVP throwing sideline to Mai. These IP defenders are going to have to start playing more aggressive. They're going to have to play tighter on the coverage. Start biting hard on these routes. MVP's got an easy path to the end zone. Could have chosen almost any angle there. He would have scored. MVP fakes. Left goes right. Caught barely out of the end zone. Definitely looking out of reach here for IP. And we're not even at halftime yet. Clifton takes off on the run, which is the only thing that's been sort of working here for Iron Phoenix. Clifton trying to be patient in the pocket. Surt's not going to overcommit. Clifton steps up again, but Regis is going to sack him from behind. 6 seconds left. There's really no urgency here from IP. I think they might have... you know, the confidence might be shattered here. Just clearly a superior performance here from MVP. Who, besides one throw, is basically thrown perfect this game. MVP is able to get to the 24 even after grabbing that ball inside his own 10. MVP, look at the room he's got in the backfield as he throws to Pokey for 7 yards. MVP throws it up in the middle. It looks like a dot, but Clifton's gonna body block. Scene. I think it might have been a yard out of reach anyway. MVP is not slowed down. Throws it. And that's a dot to Mai. Behind Eli Rampage. MVP has usually thrown it so quickly every play, but... And he's going to throw a deep mid again, and it's a dot to Scene in double coverage in the middle of the end zone. IP defense cannot stop him. As Good Bad Ugly's gonna pick it off again on the 2-point conversion. Cert missing the dive. Good Bad Ugly gets to the 32. Clifton, look how none of his receivers are very open. At all. Just nothing to work with here. As he gets sacked for 9 yards. You know, receivers are not getting a lot of separation. The routes are not very good. As far as I can tell, that might be the problem. A lot of routes that just run into each other as he's sacked again. 4th and 37. You know, when you're down 40-0 in the third quarter, you start to lose all hope. You start to not play as serious. As Clifton's going to throw that straight to Scene. MVP looking. He's going to throw it short to Scene, who comes back as he was covered pretty well. Some nice little yak there. MVP throwing it right side. Again, Mai catching it right next to Eli. MVP is just placing these throws perfectly every time. MVP throws it. Come back to Pokey on the sideline. Nix is just not able to react in time. Again, the same route on the 2-point conversion. We might be on pace here for an even bigger blowout than what was that game yesterday? K9 versus False Idols. Clifton's just just getting sacked. Clifton's just got to get this ball out sooner. Receivers had a little separation on that play, but he just has no confidence. Even his receivers are saying GG in the chat during the third quarter. Clifton's going to overthrow his receiver again. Defenders, looks like they chose not to pick that off, considering it was 4th down. MVP's got room to work with. Oh my goodness. Dot back end zone. It's just a perfect throw. And he's gonna hit Pokey on the same route again on Nix's head for the third time. Nix is definitely not happy. Good, bad, ugly going backwards for a moment. We've still got another 5 minutes left in this game. Clifton is going to take off for 9 yards. Tries to do it again, and he's stopped for a yard. You know, for 16 sacks, negative 32 rushing yards isn't that bad. As I say that, he gets another 20-yard sack. 17 sacks. And his linemen just leave, and Clifton's going to overthrow this. Honestly, it looked pretty good until he overthrew that. I think if he just airballed it, I think someone would have came down with it. MVP throws it corner. Just barely out of bounds. That looked like a dot, too. MVP throwing a comeback to Pokey, and he's gonna dive in. Nix can't believe it. Pokey is just sliding in the end zone and then coming back. This time Nix is gonna pick it off. He's had enough. This might be the biggest blowout we see this season. We're still in the third quarter. And I believe the record is 65-0. At least this season. MVP with another instant sack. That's going to take us into the fourth quarter. Still got another 4 minutes of gameplay to go through. Clifton throws it. Sideline. Just barely through the hands of Eli. Clifton just can't get the ball where he needs it to be. Fourth and 19, throws the out route. Scene is going to undercut it. It was pretty obvious that was going to happen. MVP might throw it to Scene here. He's going to. That looks like a dot to the corner. Touchdown. Shinigami again. Just catches it on the pylon. Oh, and this time MVP throws it corner to Pokey. No comeback there, but he overthrows it. Which is funny because it definitely would have been open there. Good, bad, ugly on the return. Clifton says next completion wins. As he throws a screen to Eli for a first down. They should be doing more of that. Suddenly they got this creative play calling when they're down 68. This might be a single game sack record as well. We still got 3 minutes. 20 sacks so far. Clifton's gonna throw it. It's just overthrown again. Good, bad, ugly had a step. That could have been it right there. That could have been the score. Clifton's gonna get sacked. As he's just looking downfield for anything. "21 sacks. 4th and 26. Another sack. Turnover on downs. Hopefully Cert is watching this, because there's probably a lot of records being broken in this game. Oh, and Mai's gonna catch it over Eli's head. Don't know how he didn't get that. Looks like it was right over his head. Might have dashed a little too far. Throws it to Mai, but again he's tackled right outside the pylon. Two minutes. 45 seconds left in this game. You can see there's 22 sacks from Shinigami. Just sack after sack now. They're just extending whatever record this is going to be. Eli got a lot of yards there, considering it was a screen pass on 4th down. Shinigami's looking like they're going to put up 80 on IP's head. MVP is going to throw it corner of the end zone. Just out of reach for Pokey. MVP throwing a comeback to Pokey, who almost gets in there by himself. It seems inevitable at this point. Screen to Scene, but he tries to get the outside instead of diving straight ahead. MVP Throws it back at the end zone to Scene. There's 80 points on the board. And here they go for a field goal. Clifton's just gonna run straight ahead. I think he's gonna run almost every play here. He's calling plays immediately, so he's not trying too hard to run the clock. Clifton throws it sideline to Nix. He can't connect on him. That's a turnover on downs. A minute left in this game. MVP's gonna high point it back end zone, but it's out of the end zone. MVP again throwing it, and that's caught over Eli by Mai. Just circles around him. As he overthrows the 2-point conversion. Good, Bad, Ugly catches the ball as he's falling down from the jump. Clifton throwing a comeback. Eli really should have caught that, but he went a little more forward than outward. Clifton in his end zone, gonna throw it way short. And Mai's just jumping out of bounds. Could have easily probably ran it in for a pick six. I think the whole team has given up. MVP's still throwing comebacks. Nick's letting Pokey just do whatever. Can they put up 90 plus points on IP? Which would surely be a record. He's got to get the ball out. 2 seconds left. One more play. Will they do it? MVP. Oh, he doesn't get sacked. MVP's got to throw it up, which he does. Back end zone. Caught for a touchdown. 93 points. As MVP runs straight down the middle. As time expires. You know, good, bad, ugly with that one interception. You gotta think that could have been what gave Shinigami 100+ points had he not picked it off earlier this game. That was a very long game. Oh, it looks like... I don't know if the lobby broke or what. That, or people just left so quickly after that embarrassment that couldn't get the stats afterwards. Well, I can't pull up the stats. The lobby is clearly broken. However, I do remember Shinigami having geez, how many was it? 27 sacks? Which sounds like a record. 95-0 has to be a record. It has to be. Like Season 1 and Season 2. I'd be shocked if it wasn't.